Alright guys, let's get right to it. We're going to go over some Tradervue statistics. This video is going to be more so for me, bringing my self-value, because I've been doing a lot of videos recently for you guys, with you guys in mind, of course. Trying to bring you value, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I just want to bring myself some value. And I actually haven't really gone over this. I've glanced over these trades and the statistics, just to kind of reinforce that I am improving and doing very well right now this year so far. But I think you guys could get some use out of this as well. I've had a lot of messages recently as well saying, oh, can we see your stats? Like, how do we know that you're actually trading, or you're not sure? Like, all of this crap, some good, some bad. Like, some people are just interested actually in the details of my analytics. So we're going to do that right now. So I'm already at my... I'll do this again. I just tried to make a video and I screwed it up, so I have to redo the video. But this is my account. This is my broker's website. I just clicked on reports. This is my account. You guys all know that's my account, and I'm okay with sharing that because I have like 5-factor authentication. Good luck getting into it. It's not a demo account. That would say DU if it was demo. So I'm going to go to trade log, period, month to date. I'm going to run it. It's going to come up down here. That's the name of the file. So I go over to Tradervue. I import the trades, choose file, and I will click this one. I just did it like I said, so this is just a copy of it. Upload. It should all be the same already. Refresh. No, none of them were imported, and there was duplicates. I just uploaded them all. You just saw it. So we're going to start with January, January 1st. So, reports view. No, January. This isn't right. This isn't right already. I don't know why it does this. Filter. This is not right. Clear. January 1st. Filter. Is that right? Reports. Yes. Okay. So this is my P&L curve so far this year, this month. Awesome. I've been doing really well, honing in on consistency. My win rate is up. I'll get into all of this stuff. I had a shitty start to the year. This was the second trading day of the year, and I was down 1735, and I was like, oh man. But clawed my way out. It took one day to make all of that up. So let's click on that. Let's see what trades view. My biggest loss. Or no, not my biggest, but that loss was on the 3rd. That was on Tesla for that much. So detail. I remember I tried to short. This was just disgusting. I love how Tradervue does this too. It'll show you exactly where you bought the put. So I was buying puts. I had a little bigger size than usual, which affected my mentality. It allowed me to hold on longer than I should have because my risk parameters were not being followed. So I bought the puts on the way up. I wasn't really trading a level. I should have been focused on the long, and I sold them right as it reversed. Now this loss would have been almost nothing if I'd have just let it come back down and then sold it, but I had just lost so much at that point I had to cut it. So things like this are really, really good to learn from, because you go, okay, there's so many screw-ups in there. I had too much size. I had 6 contracts. If I wanted to lose $300, which is reasonable, then I could only allow, what is that, like a 15 or 16, 17 cent loss on the position with 6 contracts, and it's too small. Options contracts might even have that much of a spread at this price. So too much size gets me into trouble more often than it helps me. My biggest days and my best days are not from big size, but my worst days are from big size. So there's big size, and then there's not respecting any stops. I didn't have a stop. I just let it go. I let it go. It blew past the 300, so I said, let's just let it, just see what happens. You can't do that. You have to cut it immediately. That has to be the automatic reaction, so that you don't blow up your account, right? Like, So that was that. Not the best one. And then what? So then after that, I started to gain more consistency. I became green on the month on the 8th. And then from there, it's just been accumulating. So each day, just making money. One day I lost $48. I believe that was on a Friday when I sold a Tesla contract that was in the loss. I remember that day. It was right before the weekend. So there are some awesome stats to look at in here. So if you look on the red days, or if we go to detailed here, we can see in this time period my average winner, my average loser. Now the profit factor of these two evens out to be 2.3. So I'm really aiming to get this up closer to 5 or 6, which sounds crazy, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be with trading. I'm still making a lot of mistakes. Now, don't get me wrong, I've improved massively. And anyone that's been watching my videos for a while probably can notice that I'm trading so much better now. Like, just everything, like entries, exits, patience, what I'm trading, adding, taking some off, taking profits, all of it is just great. So that I want to get higher. Profit factor needs to be higher, and that is based on how much money you lose per how much you make. So on average, let's say, so that's every $235 you make, I believe that means that you lose 100. I think that's what that means. So, or let's just look it up. Profit factor. Gross profit divided by the gross loss, including commissions. Yeah. So just your overall, what you made versus what you lost. So that should be much, much higher. Now, to get it much higher, you have to lose less or improve your win rate. So my win rate actually isn't that good either. I think most of the time I keep my losses tight. So if we take out that big loss, for example, let's go to like the 6th and filter that. So yeah, my profit factor already goes up towards 3. Yeah, around 3, but that's still not good enough. So anyways, make the losses smaller or just lose less. So my win rate could go up massively. Now my win rate is lowered by those days that I go on tilt or I get too affected by my emotions. It comes down to patience. Trading outside of my system will give me outside of my system results. And the system that I trade, when I'm super disciplined, gives amazing results. But it's those times that I want to take random low float trades, penny stock trades, or I'm upset that I lost, so I take a subpar setup. That contributes to a lower profit factor and a lower win rate. So I think going forward, I'm going to just continue to focus on taking my setups and just waiting. And honestly, I'm getting a lot better. So just randomly, for example, let's see what happened in Netflix on Friday. Hourly. So this whole thing, this like, you gotta just wait for your setup. So if you're trying to take a double bottom long, you can't be taking. I mean, you could have taken it right here, the prior day. But if you take it too early, like if you try to take the double long, the double bottom like up here, you'll get stopped out, and then you might retake it and get stopped out again, and then retake it and stop out on emotions. And by the time that you actually get the good entry and the good setup, you've either lost so much money or you're so mentally taken out of the game that you can't do well, profit, or make any money. So you have to wait for your setups. So if you were short this, that's okay. You're not always going to make the right choice. You get short, you stop out at your loss. Okay, so you then look for the next best place to get in. Maybe you see this pattern forming and you want to risk. I think that's a train coming. Sorry for the noise there. But anyway, so you see this pattern forming, this pennant, and you want to risk off of something. So you want to risk off the 200, or you want to risk off the 9 or the 20. So you get in again, You take the long, you make a nice profit, rather than continuing to fight it and, oh, I'm going to take it short. I'm going to take it short again. Oh, this is it. I'm going to take it short. Oh, I'm going to take it short. Like, and by that time, you just lost so much money that you're not doing well if you're doing that. So I've tried to stay away from that kind of trading, the emotional trading, and just accepting that if you get stopped out and you do it properly, that is what will make you as a trader. That's what will create these very tiny dips, and not something like this where I wanted to be right with Tesla. I let the loss go from 300, 400, 500, 1,000, 1,500, and then finally I was like, okay, we should probably stop out now. I would have made that much more money already if I had just respected my loss. So I'm not really sure what else to go through here. I just know a lot of people wanted to see the stats, so if you want to like pause it and look at some of this, or if you have questions on it. Again, I don't find as much value out of these videos other than like, you know, here's what I've been up to and these are my results. I can't really explain a lot of this, or like it's not practical for a video, but just so many people were asking for it, and I know that I've been doing well recently, so I said, hell with it. Let's do it. It'll reinforce that I'm improving. So here we are. Let's see if I can find something useful. It'll probably be here in the detailed. So I think I've lost, on Fridays I've lost money. Maybe I should just stop trading on Fridays, because I don't make any money on Fridays apparently. I only make money Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But in this time period, I've only lost money on Friday. I would have saved $1,300. You know, you take Friday off, but I think there's a bigger reason for that, and that's because on Fridays I tend to take a little more size on options contracts that are expiring that day, and I shouldn't. And when it goes wrong, you lose a lot more money because they will expire worthless, or they'll head straight down to zero and they won't look back. So what else in here is useful? I make the most amount of money at least holding a piece on that ticker for more than 2 hours. If you had looked at this a couple years ago, like last year, my intraday duration is like under a minute. Like almost all of it is under a minute. Like, you know, I would scalp. I would take 2,000 shares at $3, instantly sell it at $3.10. It's just I don't like that style of trading. I really like what I'm starting to do now, and it's showing. I've never been able to have a consistent P&L curve like I do right now until I started to do all of this stuff. So I guess these are my favorite and best tickers. I trade a lot of the SPY, the options on the SPY. Tesla was really awesome on the way up. Amazon, Roku, Bind, Baba, Nvidia. Now some of these are penny stocks, but you notice not a lot of them are. But most of my losses, my big losses, these are all penny. Well, not Apple. I don't want to talk about the Apple one. GMPX, NTRP, HSGH, Yuma, INPX. All of these are penny stocks. So I took the skills that I had from penny stocks. I tried to apply them to large caps. I learned how they work. And now that I'm more disciplined, I'm being rewarded with the large caps because they're not as manipulated. They're not as unforgiving and statistically random as the low floats are. So awesome. Not really sure what else to go over. All of this is just kind of crap. I really don't care about it. I'll probably end up looking through it. I didn't actually understand how much stuff was in Tradervue. But there it is. So far we're doing well. I just have to keep the losses small. Right? We can see that I'm good at making money, but I'm also good at losing it. So the next big red day, I want to keep it like under $500. Really, it should be 300. My max daily loss is $300. But if I have another one of these big red dildos, I want it to show improvement. I don't want it to be more than this. I want it to be less. And then just keep looking at this, and I will reinforce that I can make it back if I just follow my rules. So I hope that was useful. Who knows if it was. You guys have a good one. We'll see you later.